as long as I randomly pop that up, I should be able to figure out what's going on. But as long as I randomly pop that up, I should be able to figure out what's going on. As long as I randomly pop that up, I should be able to. Anyway, stream is up if you guys want to check it out.
Cool.
Why are so many people gray?
It's a team effort, bro.
All of you gray?
I'm on stuff is logging right now. Just got back to me.
Yeah.
So I guess we're thinking about, I think, keeping Sharky in the front. And I think one step in the front from the other side. At least that's what Chrome is recommending.
Yeah, let me check the map.
It's the same map, I think, right? That we played
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah, I just need to remember which
Colors?
arrangement that is. Yeah, colors.
Yeah, so teal is up front. Orange is all the way back, so I think Faisal can probably be orange.
Alright, so I'll take 5.
And Logan and I can be gray and purple.
Definitely need to find a way to get this overlay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, it's not.
Oh man, I really apologize. I didn't see the time. 10:15. All right.
You made it just in time before.
No,
the
I
cutoff
came
started.
oh really? I came like half an hour ago, but I didn't see the time.
No, I mean you logged on just before the cutoff. We were
Oh,
gonna start-
really?
We're gonna start a game.
Okay, I'm logging in now. We're playing Aegis first, right?
Yeah, they close there, buddy.
You guys decided for the teams?
I think we're the same ones that we were thinking about. You, Kamil, Salman, and Khurram.
Okay, nice.
I'll probably have to kill the stream so as to not be accused of cheating.
You mean stream snapping? Yeah. That
Yeah.
might help a little bit.
Mhm.
I see the messages.
What color should Logan be then? Should Logan be...
Seven is fine.
What map are we playing? I don't even know.
Same one like last, the diamond map. Let me send it in the chat.
Oh, that means that's the yellow one.
No, I think Khurram was saying he wanted one step to be up front
Oh, yeah.
with Sharky.
That's right. Forgot about that.
So you can be red or green.
Well, certain ghost decided to run for that green. He went
Ghost,
straight for it,
Ghost.
man.
You wanna? Well, it's just only because I like the color green, but we can switch spots if you want.
All right.
Going once, going twice. Meh.
Meh.
How was your birthday yesterday, Kamil?
It was good, man. I had steak and pancakes.
All right, I'm logging in.
So what I find really annoying right now, Vaseline,
Yep.
is that so I put the chat box so that everybody can see what's being said in the chat, but I can't see it still. I put it in there. I'm like, why? That's so annoying.
Is yellow the front?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, I'm ready.
I love that Homer Simpson monk one.
Monk, get a monk. Oh, okay. I see. Mess with this. Let's pop it up now. Oh no, I can't even read it when I do that. That's so frustrating right now. But I'm making progress.
All right. Are we going to the other channel to munch some butt?
Yes, sir.
Put it
Or pancakes in this case.
in.
No, pancakes in this channel.
Very common.
Bring.
Alright.
You need to do proper supporting.
Yes, sir.
And you need to make sure you don't run out of shit. So make sure you got that equation going, and at the same time make sure that you're supporting Munsu, because you're gonna need
So
help.
mid game, right? With when you get
Forget
the
about
villagers
mid.
going.
Hold on. Forget about mid game a second. You ain't gonna get to mid game. You make sure that the early game's good. I mean, strong. You gotta help Munsu out.
So I'll focus on solely the wood and food.
I don't know. It
I don't
depends
know,
on what
man.
the
That's,
heck you're
that's
gonna,
your. That,
what
No, no.
civ you're gonna get.
Yeah. You're gonna get some gold
What the
too.
hell?
Maybe
You're gonna
2 or
start
3 guys
ranking
on
up.
gold.
No, you're gonna
What?
have enough gold too. I mean, do 50-50 balance between food units and gold units.
Yeah, but his issue is the economy. And when you're building units, Kamil, I don't want to see like 5 or 7. I want to see enough buildings where you're pumping out like 30 or 40 units and sending them.
Okay.
You gotta send 30, 40 and not out of 3 barracks or 3 buildings.
Well, I'll support Moonsif on his front and build where in his area.
I'm just saying, you're gonna need a lot more. So, and then you don't be like, man, I'm having economy
Stone,
issues."
please.
Make sure you're not just like sending units to their counter death, right? Horses shouldn't be
Right.
going in fights. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. Forward build.
What counters? Cavalry counters? Archers?
Yeah.
in general.
Unless they're
It's not-
Italians.
it's not there are other
Um,
ways to do it. Use archers to counter cavalry.
Now, what about bombard cannons? What cavalry gets them?
Everything.
Bambird is for everything. You can use archers and pikes for cavalry.
You can use anything to kill a bombard cannon, bro. Anything's weak.
No, I said you can use Bambird cannon to. I understand that you want to use Bambird
Well, yeah,
cannon to
yeah.
counter the cavalry.
No. I was asking about
No,
counters to
what
the
counter
bombard
to the
cannons.
bombard cannon? That's what I'm saying. Anything.
Anything fast that can reach them. That's it.
And I need to see trebs coming out from y'all. Please.
Trebs? Okay.
I mean, aren't you gonna push? Or you gonna be
Yes.
sitting around? Just don't concentrate on just the army. You guys have to make some shit. Stuff like that.
One Civ getting the ability to pick a Civ, is that what's going on?
I'm not. I'm in random.
What's if you can pick Berbers if you want? Look, Shari's going Khmer, you know what that means. Your camels miss you, man.
I guess.
Rumba, I really want to see you play online against those Koreans again.
All right, let's start.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Give me a good civilization, please. Magyars! Yar!
I'm Khmer too. So. Oh, Malians, nice. Nice.
What am I?
Portuguese, nice. Okay, it should be good.
Perfect.
I still have no idea what Civ I am.
What? How can you have no idea?
Because I was trying to do something with
Malian.
my stream when we were on the loading
Yeah.
screen.
Malian.
Yeah?
Okay, thank you.
Nice. Malians, bro. Good, hardworking people.
How would you know?
I know. They're personal friends of mine. Most of them, I'm gonna build barracks and stuff up front near you there.
Alright, you guys can handle the rest. I'm done. Make sure you guys are doing your food and farms and everything. Don't forget that. Get those pikes, Salman, those pikes on the Ellies.
That's
Okay.
Who's green? Camo?
Yeah, me.
Okay. Saman, your warriors in the castle are really good. Use them.
Hey, you're not. Somebody's not yellow. Don, dude, get your gold.
What do you mean? Oh yeah.
But make food and wood, and move forward. And you guys start getting the siege up, getting treads. Move forward.
Okay, let's move Kamen.
Okay.
The Incas, the Inca warriors,
Champs, or
Sons of
Simon, how are you doing?
Hanging in there right now.
Hmm?
Doing okay right now.
Just a bit of lag, I think.
We need to evolve forward the side.
Yeah, I'm building some siege workshops up here. You guys need some monitors or oh yeah, or heavy scorps.
Salman, you're coming soon, or?
I'm in the full-on battle with Logan, bro.
Oh,
That's
Seeing a lot of these Eagle Warrior crap. I'm going straight for his villager. They're trying to forward pull. I went there.
Eagle Warriors are freaking everywhere.
I know. Come on, give me some pancakes. No, don't. Oh my god. Yeah, I need some skirmishers to back me up. I got Krebs.
Go miners.
What's that for one? Nice. Very
Not on-
subtle. Alright, one of his bears.
On the scorpion. On the scorpion.
Got it. Freaking fast, man. Huh?
I got some villagers. I'm heading you guys' way.
I need some. Okay, so we can take him out from there. I got traps coming in now. That trap's coming in.
He's got a pancake going.
Nice. Get it. Get the market.
You see what's happening to Logan's face right now? Oh man.
Use them. Use these. Let's go.
cavalry, camel.
Just do it. Do
Okay.
it. Start taking all this in. Move your shit. Move it. Move
Yeah,
it.
I'm trying to figure out how to.
Hey, Bob, what is that? Come on. And make pikes. Lots of pikes.
Oh, jeez, man.
Pikes. Okay, move this. Don't use just the onagers to do it. You got treads. Use them. Move the treads up.
I'm over here.
I was mastering behind,
Oh shit. Who's Vietnamese? Oh, shit. Damn.
keeps coming with the same thing.
Just a couple of guys here, just FYI.
What's of your town center? Yours, your main base.
I see.
Alright, got his spreads at least. The bombardiers or bombard cannons are still sending my cab after him. Hey, watch out, he's, Logan's building right next to us here. FYI.
You can build a market too.
Don't forget to build a market.
Iyo. Aywa. Baya bala.
Fight. Come in, help him here. Fight. More.
It's over here by Logan. Well, we're trying, but Logan's squeezing us here where my base is. Just trying to see guys. Slipped in. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tend to right now.
You're not saying
I did. Someone was asking how come I'm not forward building. I was saying we got an issue over here.
I said how
Squeeze it.
how let that happen.
And then I said it just happened. I didn't see it until Vessel Pi was sending his villagers. Crap. Okay guys, trying to fight them back there. My base, I'm just trying to fight them back here. Munsif, where do you need help? What are you up to?
I'm fine.
We need your help, man.
Yeah.
Baya benar. Baya benar.
I need to
Baya
build
benar.
next to
They have already built the castle. I'm trying to recover from this.
Chikong, chikong.
I'm pushing the map a little bit here, having limited success.
Diabla. Diabla.
Alright guys, I need, Munsif, can you help me over here? I need your barracks. I'm trying to push them back out of my base. Munsif?
Yes, I'm making the elephants there.
Thanks. Pushing them back and having some success right now. Regaining my base.
You keep moving your swords.
Got it.
Keep them by the towers.
Check your farms, guys.
Diabla.
Hey, Munsif?
Yeah.
Where are you?
So I sent my elephant there.
Okay.
They are riding tails that will be there too. Just died.
Don't let your elephants die here, Munsif. Bring him close by.
Vaya de la. Vaya de la. Vaya de la.
That cheesesteak, though, that cheesesteak.
Yeah, that's all your fault though.
Just waiting on. The hell?
Man, I got steamrolled.
No, dude, but you know what? I gotta hand it to you, though, that little corner there. I just didn't, when I was helping support there in the middle, it wasn't until I noticed when you had help there with villagers. I was like, why are these villagers? Oh, okay, I better stop this. Then I realized there was a little settlement going on there. You did a good job of pushing into my base. And then it took a while for me to recover.
Yeah, no. Well, wonder for me was like, yeah, I'm getting steamrolled with like two guys, like you guys, two of you were attacking me. So I'm thinking, well, there's got to be a weakness, and so I was trying to like think of, okay, well, there's, and sure enough, that base that I made, I'm like, where is everybody? So I just started building there.
Yes, he served us a cheesesteak today.
That's the fact that, you know, an enemy villager shows up. Where is it? He goes into enemy territory and he's, where is everybody? I guess I'll drop a base right here.
Well, and then I started taking your gold. I was like, well, I'll just take some.
All I gotta say is those Incas, dude. Shoaib with his elephants. But it's funny though, how we had two of the same civs there pitted against each other.
I was Khmer too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we're referring to.
Yeah.
Alright, game's up.
That's a good game overall.
So you guys thought that was pretty okay? Like that one?
Oh, and then that rush. You guys are at the beginning.
Yeah. So then we're like, crap, what's going on? Now look, you know, there's a little bit of a skirmish going on. Try to help Munsif out there and build out there, and yeah.
Okay. Cool. So that level of like attack and pulling back was all right then.
I think to me, I never got going. That was pretty much my bad. They're like, what I lack.
I'm looking at the stats. I was number 2 in gold collected.
That's all.
But I guess Sharky, you weren't collecting gold. We have 3,000.
Yeah, I think I only collected gold like really late.
Yeah, but you'd notice I never traded at all. I didn't need to.
I didn't trade till like way until the end.
I had a market up, but I didn't trade at all.
Yeah, because I was just like super efficient with what I was doing, so it never really needed to at all.
I'm trying to think of the teams. If you guys want to keep it the same, or you want to switch one person around.
You guys decide like how you guys felt that went. So I can just speak for myself, and then based on that, you can cater it. I sent some units like more so than usual, but I never really literally steamrolled. Like I can attack 3 places with that same force, as in not same force as in the force that was with Logan, as in I could hit Logan, like I could hit across the front, all 3 of you with the same force, and then there would be a total collapse across the line. So the thing is that, but I figured I just like let you guys do it. So I guess the point is that, how did you guys feel from my side, the aggression versus holding back? I tried to hold back. I mean, like I didn't clear that. Like I saw basically, I saw Logan move in, and that whole area was not scouted. But I was trolling my team because they never scouted that. Like they were so focused on the attack that they completely didn't scout it, and I didn't want to scout it either. So to me, it was like if you guys were building there, that was you guys were gonna build it there.
You're talking about the village at Logan made?
Yeah, like basically that it wasn't just the fact that he made it. It's basically that none of like Munsif or Kamil never scouted that at all. 0.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was saying. How did
Exactly.
you guys let
No,
this
that's why I
happen?
was saying the only reason I even noticed that there was something going on there is when Veselai was sending his villagers up, like something fishy is about to happen, and then I see like this little hidden area.
So I think we need to just. I guess I need some feedback from you guys in terms of my participation, and then basically I'll figure out like, you know, how the teams are from that.
Bio, be right back.
I mean, this is really from you guys, your guys' side.
Well, I mean, the first things first, I guess, creating a stables or something to scout. Because to me, I was like, that was my 5th building, I think. So I went for town center to get lumber and to make more villagers. And
Right.
then by the time I got a stables, I was already getting attacked by paladins and the hussars and stuff.
Right.
So
So my first, though, I think ended up getting kind of challenged by Pipe.
So I don't know. I guess to kind of change it up, suppose get a stables first.
I mean, it's the beginning build order is all about kind of risk reward. So since you went with that town center, that means you're gonna boom that much faster if you have that time.
Yeah, true.
It just kind of worked in the way that. It did.
Yeah, and I made the mistake of moving those villagers instead of just putting them up in that town center. So they like cross the line and just get hacked. I was like, man, now they're in no man's land. Oh well.
So, I guess like, so Shoaib and Pascal, I guess you guys need to speak in terms of what you guys felt and thought.
I mean, I'm down for anything. You know, I like their quick games, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I think from our side, I mean, I think well, Logan of course called out. I guess he was getting rushed a little bit early, and then Sharky also was, I guess, getting kind of like, you know, attacked early on as well, which I tried to help him out. But I think what hurt us a lot, unfortunately, was the ego thing. I think from what I can tell from the stats, I think Shark isn't able to pick up his ego to produce enough. Because initially we had said he'll go Ellie's, but then, you know, I guess then we had to switch that out a little bit. But I think it's your role. I think at least from blue side, at least the lines that I was in, I think blue was fine. I didn't notice any issue with the balance with that piece.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, great.
But you know, I
so-
mean, some of it is like the basics. Like, you know, if they're sending like 20, 30 cavalry, you know, we shouldn't be having skirmishers. We need to have some halberdiers or pikemen to counter that, right? Like early game at least.
I mean, again, if you built an army and it just happens to be the wrong army, you know, what are you gonna do? And you guys are isolated. I mean, that was like another issue. And then I don't know who the heck was purple, but roaming around, then
Shoaib.
help.
That was that was Shoaib.
Purple isn't that color, so.
Do that. You're roaming around with your
Roaming
Ligma.
around under Ellie's. They
I
see you.
was roaming around looking for gold, man. I guess maybe I can be in the front this game, and Sharky can be on the side, or maybe Sharky could be all the way in the back. I don't know. Maybe we can kind
I think we could switch places. So I
Sharky, how do you feel about being on the front line?
I think things ended too quickly when I was on the front line.
Oh, really? Yeah, it heats up fast.
So I guess what you guys want to do with the teams, you want to keep the same teams, or you want to switch the teams? It's up to you guys.
I think we do one quick one, keeping the same teams, just
Okay.
rotating the positions, I guess.
All right,
At least from our side,
it sounds good. Rock and roll. Let's go.
so we can switch and decide that. Yes.
Mhm.
Going over.
Enemy sighted.
So, Munsif, how did you feel about the last game?
I was kind of zoned out. Like I was just concentrating on my side, moving forward.
Yeah, it can't happen
I
because
was
there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Like on the, you guys gotta make sure you're scouting.
I too, I should have sent some villagers to build sort of on Munsif's side there, but I also got when that skirmish happened, I was like, crap, better quickly. Well, actually, I was building in your side.
But not just that. But how hard is it to send a few scout forces over there? Like
Yeah.
it's not hard. Like you don't have to send even villagers there. Like just send some scouts over there to check it out. But doing nothing is just the worst. And then of course not forward building and making villagers close to.
Hey Logan, come on, let's go munch some butts.
Oh,
I mean the thing is like, you needed to scout that, and you know scouting is very important.
One of the most overlooked things.
Whatever. I don't
Things
need you to.
speed
I
up.
don't need you to overstate that. I'm just simply saying that in the very beginning, like you got to cover the line. Like if you can't see the whole line, we have problems.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I told you guys because I never did anything there, on purpose.
Oh yeah, I noticed
So-
you only stepped in when it really
I mean-
that balance shifted.
Yeah, but that's me going against them, and what's the point of that?
Yeah.
It's like you guys ought to be doing, and then Munsif, you got stuck with like singular units, like most of the elephants. Your elephants were going directly against those pikes. That was so bad. Like if you would have lost those elephants there, but generally speaking, you can't just go Ellie's. You have to have support. You know, you need to have like the skirmishers with
pikes.
them. Well, you need to have skirmishers with them, right? Because the skirmishers going to take out the,
Well,
the
yeah,
pikes.
I sent a villager there. They only end up making the stables, and I didn't
Yeah.
make.
I mean-
And they killed the villager after, so I couldn't make any.
That's
You
right.
can't
Any
other
other
unit.
villager?
Well, I did, but at that time I already sent the elephant, and they were dying one after.
Yeah, of course they're dying.
Yeah.
So my point is like, and if you know that that you have only a singular one type of unit, you don't have an advantage, and you don't have support that's going to
Yeah.
help save your Ellies, pull them back.
Well, Camel was calling for help. I thought his fighting there needed help. When I went with my allies, I didn't find anything else. I didn't find Camel fighting, so they were just dying
Yeah.
one after the other.
I'm just saying, like, you know.
Yeah.
you need
No,
to-
definitely. Usually I never do that, but it happened that I did it now.
Okay.
Usually
I-
I never send one unit at a time.
So now y'all know. So I guess who's gonna be in the front? And who's so I guess Munsif, you take one back, and Kamel, you go up front.
Okay.
Alright. Which color you were?
I have to be
Green?
yellow.
Okay.
Yeah, be green. Yeah.
Oops.
Shoaib trying to call you out in the chat, man.
That's
Nice
right.
down. I'll take
That's
it.
exactly right.
So Moon's just gonna. Oh, Goths. Okay. Remind me about Goths again, guys. They're
Oh
thing.
man.
Oh dear lord, you can flood them, bro.
Nice. I'm
Flood
Indian, by
them?
the way.
Yes.
Yeah,
flood
but he'll run out of his economy first before he floods.
So
them.
I take it it's
Yeah.
gold and food based.
Food, lots of food.
I see.
You run a lot of food, bro.
Can everyone say their save?
I am
God.
Celts.
Okay, I'm Indian.
Oh, that's
I'm
good.
sure
you
you must
get
be
another
happy,
chance
man.
at
Got
least,
your
huh?
camels.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Oh, my game crashed.
No.
Oh, damn it.
Alright.
Crash. Just you can be there. Just let me restart real quick. Just don't need to come. Don't need to come. Just stay in there. I'm just gonna get back in.
But okay. Alright.
As in, get out. So I'm gonna start the game. I didn't want them to just jump channels again and.
I guess no Indian.
I guess not. No Celts for me versus.
How
Okay.
did you find? How did you find
you were
Malians?
Celts?
Yeah, I was Celts.
How did you like the Malians, Salman?
Game is up.
What?
Huh? Did you like the Malians last game?
I didn't get the Mayans.
Malians.
Oh, Malians.
Like
yeah.
Malians.
Yeah. I did some work with them.
Yeah.
I did some work with them. That is facts. That much I can say.
I mean, they do fight. They're strong, kind of strong.
Oh, let's just say Shoaib's elephants did not like my units, nor did Vasselbys. Oh man, they came at me with everything. They literally like started rotating. Okay, Shoaib's turn, Vasselby's turn,
Gold,
Sharky's
please.
turn, Logan's turn, Vasselby's turn.
Gold,
I'm like, what is going on?
Build a navy.
I'll beat you
Cease
back to Age of
creating
Empires.
extra villages.
Every time, someone. Every time I hear that one.
I'll beat you back to Age of Empires.
Whoa!
Yes.
What's happening?
We lost one. Who needs spear?
Sharky dropped.
Dropped.
I just saw the random disappear. I'm like, oh wait, wait a second.
Cease creating extra villagers.
Yes. No.
Alright,
Yes. No. Yes.
Kano.
Yes. Yes.
I'm
Britons.
Spanish. I'm Spanish.
Someone I was telling Nabil to get his butt back in the game. He's like, I got summer classes. You're
Fine.
Spanish? I am.
Yeah. What's their best unit? Castle?
Oh, they have the Conquistador.
Hold him.
I'm Slavs. It's great. What about you guys? Let's see.
I'm Britons.
Nice.
Great.
Ik wil hem. Bolden.
The lag is real.
Yeah, I know that.
Correctus. Yay. Bulden. Bulden.
Ik wil hem. Bolden.
Yus. Correctus. Equilin. Bulden.
Bolden. Cretan. Yay. Correctus. Ik wil hem. Bolden.
Yus. Bulden.
Correctus. Ik wil hem. Yay.
Bulden.
Shoaib's coming in with Ultra. He's gonna rush.
Bolden.
Fight! Ik wil hem. Yay. Ik wil hem. Ik wil hem.
Ready. Yay. Bolden.
Fatal! Fatal! Yo, ik wil hem.
Looks like they're just doing an early game rush here.
Pitch. Bolden. 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 Bolden.
Yo, ik wil hem.
Munsef, you are okay. Perfect. Good, good, good. Oh, they're trying to destroy my town center too.
D. Bulden. Bulden.
Yo. 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 Yeah, yo. Ik wil hem.
Bolden. Bolden. Bolden.
Yo, yo. Ik wil hem. Fight! Ik wil hem. Yo. Equivalent. Mandatum, yes.
Equivalent. Golden.
Ready. Equivalent. Yay. Fight.
Got my economy up.
Yay. Yes. Ready. Yes.
Bulden. Yay, dich. Bulden.
Market time, guys, soon. Something's off. Hold on, I think they're trying to forward build near us again. You sent another scout.
Scout over here,
I already have one there.
please. You already have one there. It's sitting there.
It's moving.
Now it is.
Well, I mean, for 5 seconds sitting there, I would.
It wasn't 5 seconds. I went there and looked 3 minutes ago and it was sitting there.
Aha! Well, once if you can send your knights there, I see what he's trying to do. Oh, here he comes again.
Hold him.
Yeah.
Golden.
Equivalent dich. Bulden.
Mandatum, yay. Yes. Mandatum, yes. Mandatum, fight. Yes.
What's going on, Nitsa?
Yay.
You are safe?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Bulden.
You see this?
Just gonna start forward building over here.
Dich. Bulden. Mandatum. Bulden.
Yay. Yay. Bulden. Bulden.
Yes. Batal. Yay. Yay.
Bulden.
Yates. Bulden.
I see that. Oh, that was beautiful.
What happened? Nice camel time.
So let's go and cover here.
Looks like 2 tons. It just went back into the distance like right here, so I think we'll be okay. Joseph, yeah?
What do you mean?
Sharky went back. He didn't.
I know. It will do. We need to prepare move forward from there.
Yeah.
Maybe in
Make sure your economy's solid. How are you doing, Salman?
Ready.
I'm engaging all out.
Mandatum. Bulden.
Where at? Right now?
in the front. Yeah, weapons.
Ah, okay. We said forward build over there.
Chopper, Bulden.
Damn, you're already forward building in his area.
Likewise.
Just 2 more minutes. Campbell will move from the middle, okay? So we can meet
Send
with
scout,
somebody
send
that-
scout to see what he's got first.
Yes, yes. Well, yes, before.
Correctus. Bulden.
Yay. Equivalent. Yay. Yes. Ready. Equivalent. Yes. Equivalent.
Check it out.
Equivalent.
It's got a few things. Let's see. Just make sure there's no base down here. Oh, look, he was gonna. Logan forgot. Logan forgot. Logan forgot to build his base down there. Alright, Munsif, if we could forward build over here, that would be very good. Yeah, let's do that.
But the idea was to move from the front.
We need to make
maybe
sure
it's-
Yay. Ready. Yay. Yes. Yay.
You like that?
That was too funny. I was trying to do that, but I didn't think it'd succeed. Oh, that he must
So if
feel
you're ready,
salty.
we
Yeah,
take it.
let's go.
Must
Let's
feel so salty for that.
So, hold on, Munsif. Can I build some buildings here first? You and I can do that.
What are you guys doing? What are you guys waiting on?
I want to move
Move,
forward.
move. Just do it. Do it
Okay.
now.
Let's go in the middle first.
Ready.
All right. Scouting out, by the way. Hold on.
I did already. I already did.
Yeah,
Just
you
go.
did.
They don't have much. They don't have.
All right, let's go. Going for blue, Munsif? Or
Yeah, let's go. Let's go blue. So
Okay.
we meet with Salman and then.
He's over here.
Ready.
Okay, let's go for him. You got any trebs?
Remember. Just protect the brand.
Mandatum? Yes. Ready. Yay. Yay.
The bombard cannons. That would
I'm going to be one back.
be... Watch your horses. Watch your horses.
Yay. Yay. Yay.
Beautiful, man. You got the hand cannon here. That's pretty good.
Well,
Yay. Yes. Yay.
There you go. Pushing back. Cannons. Yes, he has. He has been trying very hard, indeed. He was trying to build in the area where I'm building right now. It's hilarious. Send some more villagers. Alright, Sharky's just doing his own thing. Munsif, I'm focused here. Protecting your guys, okay? How about some siege rangers? Yeah. I'll send some champions too, Munsif.
So many cards. Why?
Bulden, ready. Bulden. Mandatum. Bulden.
it's forward build.
Bulden. Bulden.
Ready.
Yay.
Mandatum.
Oh
Bulden.
crap, we'll
Ready.
need siege
Chopper.
for that. Forward building too.
Bulden.
are you guys scouting? Horses.
Yeah, I'm sending guys now.
Horses.
They're sending everything, and they're basically retreated to Sharky's base there. See? Yeah, Logan's fully in Sharky's base. And
Yay.
Winsef, can you send some guys here to...
Hold them.
Oh, I have my units there. What do you need to do? I have a lot of units.
We'll build there a little bit, push them back aggressively.
Then move forward. We need to...
How are your resources?
I'm fine. I just need to see some blood everywhere.
Yay. Dik willen.
I'm gathering all my guys here, and then I'll attack Sharky from the side with it. Because they're all in the base.
I have like 50 units there.
Sending my guys here. They sent villagers here again to try that tactic, come on. Yes, sir. That's like, we got own, sir. We got own. Alright, let's go.
Ready. Yay.
What's if you're ready to attack?
Yeah, let's go.
From here?
Yeah. Where are you? Oh, wait. Very good.
Dik willen. Yes.
Attacking away. Can you send 2 or 3 horses just to check if they have it?
Yay.
Yeah, let me check.
Have it.
See you now.
Chopper. Correctus. Equilin.
Yay. Mandatum. Yay.
Oh, damn. Who resigned first? Logan resigned first. Hey, guys, that was...
Do you see where we're at? I'm at?
Me and Moonsif did an interesting pinch on Sharky just now. Alright. Alright.
Alright.
That was yeah, it was good. Logan.
He's not here yet.
Logan.
Jeez.
So the
My
cheesesteak
gosh.
was served fresh to you, my friend.
Yeah. I wish it was literally.
Wow, got our asses handed to us. Nice.
Got me some pancakes there.
It's nice to see freaking no holds barred, you know, freaking Soman going at it too.
I looked and I was like, Salman, how the hell did you get so far?
So like, they're like, Salman, how you doing? I'm all like, I'm engaged in full-on warfare. They're like, what? What are you talking about? I pinged the north of the map.
He's like, I'm
how did
engaged
you
in
get
full-on
there?
warfare.
Yeah, they're like, how did you get there?
But Logan had that assessment. Go ahead, share your assessment.
So at the end, I don't know if you noticed those scout cavalry, not scouts, but the second one up. I was looking at your guys' bases, and it looks like he immediately was already building in our base from the get-go. Like that's how you were able to just quickly be right there. So because I was scouting, and I'm like, all right, I don't see anything. So I'm thinking, oh, no rush this time. So yeah,
it's hilarious because he did literally what you had done last round with building there near the base.
Not quite.
Or did you build right as you were going in?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. And I'd like to commend Moonsif. I think you really contributed a lot this match too. It was good. I think it was really synchronized well.
Well, I mean, the idea was we stay in the mid. I think Salman went forward really far by himself in the front starting in the beginning of the game. The idea, you were in the front, so I was technically just a support for you.
Yeah.
If you can see the map, you can see yellow and green, like 50-50 of the time we were all together there.
That was 49 minutes.
Yeah, and then you decide to go to the right. So, yeah, I don't know. I think, did you guys struggle from the economy, or what happened, like in early game?
Well, that's for me for sure.
Because you didn't produce that enough units. Wondering why. It must be in the
you
economy.
have to remember,
probably
since
that early
you guys
game.
denied him that area that they built in from last time,
Mm-hmm.
and I still pushed again into that area and denied them that area. They got squeezed, so real estate became an issue for them, I'm sure. And
Yeah,
you know
I
how
noticed you
economy
guys were in
goes.
Sharky's base.
Yeah,
But
you know how
they weren't
economy
in the
goes with,
front, and they weren't in your side, Salman. For sure, they were in one side, but still.
What's that?
They were like missing. They were like kind of missing. They weren't in the front where we were, like in the mid of the map. And your side also was kind of empty in the starting of the game.
Well, no, it's because I was there in the beginning. They had to
No, I
abandon
know.
it.
That's what I'm saying. So I think they struggled in the beginning of the game.
And then, of course, the rush with the early game rush. They're sending the paladins in. I think, who was that? That was Shoaib.
Shoaib.
Some Nick tactics right there, sir.
Yeah,
All
so
I gotta say is-
I want to ask you a question, Shoaib. How much did you accomplish with that?
How much you know what?
How much did you accomplish with that? Because you did nothing to me, by the way.
You know, I'm looking at the replay. I mean, Horm supported the push full with the red.
Yeah, but you did nothing to me. You took out the town centers and you left.
Yeah,
You
well,
did nothing.
goal wasn't for you. I was trying to hit Calm a little bit.
Aha. Well, he did say he had a birthday
But anyway, I'm
present,
looking
but
at
it
the
didn't get
replay.
delivered to me.
The first 15-20 minutes, I mean, obviously it was just blue and red. So that's why I guess, you know, obviously Logan struggled against that too. I mean, if you're gonna
Yeah, Logan.
yeah.
Logan was like, "Hey, what the hell? These guys dropped all these castles and shit. This dick move, straight up." Even Shoaib was like, "Yeah, dick move."
That's funny.
So I mean, I didn't really do like.
Well, I'm
as
looking.
much-
I mean, I know you. I mean, anyways, Because I guess I watched it.
All I gotta say is Shoaib was like, yeah, well, what the hell, From's here, and yeah, I don't know about the team structure. It's too strong.
If you're gonna push together with Salman, then obviously, yeah, that is gonna be hard to counter, obviously.
No, so this is what I'm just so you guys know with the way the teams are structured, right? You have like one super slow player. We have like two super slow, really slow and bad players with their army units. So what happens is that if the game goes on where you have enough decent folk with decent amount of resources, like you guys will overrun the other two because they'll never really match up to you, right? So it requires me to do a balancing act in the beginning on, like, if you notice, like last game, I just kind of like messed a little bit. Honestly, let me tell you something. I just honestly just messed with him a little bit.
Yeah,
but
he actually said, "Oh, okay, I'm done here," and he left.
So what I'm saying is, like, with the same amount of units that I had, actually, I was just kind of like, this game, I started hitting the economy and started roaming a little bit, but I didn't hit all three players at the same time, like really hard. And the problem with that is that if I do that, so for example, what that means is that it's more involvement from me. It requires more involvement from me early on. So if you kind of noticed, like once I kind of even the odds, then Kamil and Munsif were free to, you know, like they were freer in terms of what they were going to do. It's not like Shoaib, you were getting hit every single time.
I'm not complaining about myself. I'm saying Logan was...
No, I know. So what I'm saying is that by muting some of the other players, then Kamil and Munsif can actually play because they won't even get there.
I also said, I called out the strategy ahead of time. I said Logan was probably the strongest of our group. So they had to hamstring him so that it would slow him down and be able to support. That's why I said you had to build right next to Logan and be able to provide support. Now, I was there, but Show, you weren't able to get there.
Yeah, I wasn't.
You know? So,
okay, so there was a little bit of that stuff going on. So I guess the whole point is that how much, and that's why I'm saying, how much do I ratchet up and how much do I go down really just depends on, like, you know, like the players involved. So for example, like, so it really depends, like, where you guys want to see this game going. Do you want to guys see more of like a mid type gameplay?
No, that was good. I think the experience is great. I mean, we want to experience deathmatch, and you know, the positive is the games end sooner. And also, if there's a way to react and respond to that, that's kind of cool. But yeah, maybe maybe let's let Logan hop onto your side and get a win for once.
I'll follow you right behind Logan. Munsif and Kamil to the other side.
So the way I want to kind of play this game out is I don't want to do as much. It's like, if I do more, it's less fun for you guys, to be honest. So what I want to try to do is say, how do you guys want to play the game so think about it this way: 3 versus 3, and then add 2 people, and I'm a troll. So what is the 3 versus 3 combo that you guys feel is fairly, you know, good, like fairly decent, that you guys could go against? Well, so given our collective, right? So put Salman and Logan on opposite team. Okay. Now fill out the roster. Now fill out the spots. How would you want to fill out the spots then?
Let's do me and Salman, Logan and Khurram, and then it's just a toss up. At that point, we can put if you want to be less involved, then take Shoaib. If you want to be more proactive, then Schwabe is on our side.
I never want to be proactive, man. If
So
I'm
then
really proactive, then it
Schwabe-
hurts the game a lot.
Schwabe and Logan should be with you.
Blue is just a
And take your pick.
peacekeeper.
Yeah, and then yeah, maybe like Munsif can be what you guys do. So Schwabe, Munsif, Logan, and you.
Okay. Okay.
How's that sound?
Sure.
All right, let's try that. All right, do your thing. You guys can switch channels and whatnot. The game's up, by the way. so-
Logan, go ahead and jump in, brother.
Which channel? Oh shit.
Oh, you're
Well,
saying
you're
that.
No, you're staying.
You're staying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't worry, your morale will be risen high very shortly.
I'm fine. It's just yeah.
He gets like that. He goes highs with the highs and lows with the lows. Right now,
Just
he's
like
probably
Robin
watching
Hood.
Once if you're on our side, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
He,
So
he had us. He had us on mute so he can call his therapist because he's white.
It's all good, man.
Therapist hotline. All right, catch you guys on the other side.
All right.
go in the chat too.
That was good, man.
All right. So how do you want to position?
I'm okay being where I am in gray.
Um,
So I think the real question for me and Vassal is who's taking the back.
yeah, it's gonna be you, Simon.
Roger that.
Yeah, and then I'll be teal.
Teal, okay. Magenta will be Sharky as usual, like last one.
Yeah, like last time.
Cool. Those were some interesting civs last match. Too.
What color is Logan? I mean, what side will? Who will he face?
Logan is Gauntlet.
Yeah, we get 50 count.
Yeah, I think he's faced me a few times before too.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I think as long as I have Sharky, as long as you're able to help me on my flank too, it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
It won't be Sharky. It would have to be Salman who helps you, and me maybe. Sharky's going to
Okay.
be on the completely other side.
Yeah.
Let me see the map. Magenta. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Sharky's not coming to you, buddy. Sharky's not coming.
We need the sharks.
Yeah, but it was funny sometimes for me. It was just like, so Vasselby is holding back. Where's the rest of you guys at?
And, you know, I've asked Shoaib so many times to help, but you know he gets siloed out. What do you do?
Yeah, no, that first game though, I was just like, all right, so it's just I see Eagle Warriors, but I don't see anything else.
Oh, Vikings! God damn it. Okay. Well, well, at least I know now, Sulman. After we had our conversation, I'm focusing on freaking barracks. So barracks and siege, right?
Okay. Yeah, they have great, good siege and good infantry.
Yeah. I'll keep that in mind. I have to have double the barracks.
Okay, if the second any of you see blue cavalry, let me know.
You got it.
Roger that. Working on the stables.
Same. Really stable. Sharky, this is where you can start playing the soundtrack from Vikings now.
Yeah, it's playing right now because I have the workshop playing.
Oh, the workshop. I didn't know they had the Vikings one on there.
Yeah, I do. I'll link you the workshop.
Cool.
Alright, scouts away.
Tuân mệnh.
Making my first 2 scouts here. Scouts away.
And he's got a villager. He got a villager.
Ah.
Get that villager.
Roger that.
Get that villager.
Alright, I'm fucking up.
Well, looks like he sent a camel after me. Oh, good. Giving you guys a sneak peek over here. Oh, he's Berbers.
Oh.
Lagging.
Not good.
So Salman, watch out for them on the roam.
Logan sending.
Shit, gotta start working on economy shortly here.
Very important. Oh, Logan's already. They're already. We got blue here, sir. And Logan. Rushing there.
Tiểu nhân làm ngay. Tiến công.
Alright, now it looks like he's heading God
Dân
knows
đã
where.
rõ. Dân phu, dân phu.
Because he rushed in with his guys too soon.
Các quân đội. Giết. Các quân đội. Giết.
Yeah, but Logan's just doing a rush. Gotta figure out where he is.
Roger that.
You mean he's trying?
He's trying, indeed.
Điện hạ có lao đại bảo. Lao dịch. Thảo dân đánh ngay. Dân phu. Dân phu.
Tuân mệnh. Lao dịch. Tuân mệnh. Dân phu. Lao dịch. Dân ngữ đã rõ. Dân phu. Dân phu.
Roger.
Tiến công.
I'm gonna go fortify Kamil's position.
Dân phu.
Điện hạ có gì sai bảo. Dân phu.
Started to technically fortify yours, so.
Roger.
I wonder why Blue's coming in.
He tries to, you know, keep it there.
Let me see. They get Imperial skirmishers? Who's
I'm Vietnamese.
Ah, nice.
I already called that out, but in case you weren't listening, Logan is attacking.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Logan's coming in full force here at my forward operating base, as I like to call it.
I have a feeling
Thảo dân đánh ngay.
part of the reason why Kodambai actually took out the algo.
Yeah.
So if you weren't paying attention,
Yeah, well, at least it gave him something to kind of back off, you know?
Thảo dân đã rõ. Dân phu.
Dân ngữ xin chào lao dịch.
Oh, here they come. Here comes Logan.
Kamil, send your workers to this side and build a lot of your economy on Sharky's side.
You got it.
Like Logan isn't really going to be.
I'm setting a camel and my pikeman.
Dân nữ đến ngay.
All you gotta do for that.
Dân nữ đến ngay.
I'm a
Yes,
ring the bell.
I did.
No, you didn't. There you go.
I just did. It had a bit of a delay.
That was more than a bit.
Dân phu.
I'm trying to get my economy here, guys.
Dân phu. Dân phu. Lao dịch.
Bái kiến điện hạ.
Why do they have so many towers? I don't understand.
That's yeah, that's just Munsif.
No, Shoaib has them too in his base. Like,
I guess they were worried
right
about
there.
Shoaib's just Shoaib. He's just a little gun shy from the last
Điện hạ
couple
có
of
gì sai
games.
bảo? Thảo dân đến ngay. Dân phu.
Bái kiến điện hạ.
But you know what I mean. It's like here's a scout from Logan.
Dân phu.
I've got it.
Phu.
Sorry. All right.
Thảo dân đã lao dịch. Lao dịch. Dân phu.
Điện hạ có gì dân phu.
Dân phu.
Dân phu. Dân phu.
Yeah, that's right. Get out of here.
Dân phu.
Có tình hình xông lên.
Dạ bẩm có dân nữ tuân mệnh. Dân phu.
So what's the main thing for Vikings?
Dân phu.
Right.
Dân phu.
What was that?
Food and wood for Vikings?
Có tình hình xông lên.
Điện hạ có gì sai bảo?
I hear fast or Kurumbai just starting to yell at them. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. I told you to do this.
Yep.
Somebody
Yeah,
not-
get out of here, heavy camel.
Somebody not
Dân
doing their
dân
job.
dân
That's
phu.
all I know.
Dân phu.
Xin phụ mệnh để làm ngay.
You know, I figured Munsif and Shoaib were gonna be a nice gift.
Speaking of. Why is Munsif balloon these towers?
That's his defense, man.
Bái kiến điện hạ.
He really enjoys doing that.
Dân phu. Thảo dân xin chờ.
You know, okay, you make a fair point.
I'm really not sure what tipped you off there, buddy.
What do you mean?
It being Munsif's defense.
Ah,
Xin xông lên.
what really is?
Điện hạ có xông lên. Xin đã đến.
I love it.
I'm just gonna harass him a bit.
I'm starting to build on your side here, Fesselhai, just so I can flank. All right.
Tiểu nhân làm ngay.
Sounds
Tiểu
good.
nhân đã rõ. Tiểu nhân làm ngay rồi.
Logan's oh yeah, Logan's getting trigger happy. Yeah, we got camels right there. Ethiopian. Oh no, that's
Dân phu.
Yeah, I'm the Ethiopian.
Dân phu. Bái kiến điện hạ. Dân phu.
all right. I'm sending a some scouts over here. I just get the feeling that
Yeah, I was. Remembered it. I'm like, I went back here for a reason. I saw scouts.
so berserkers are good versus what? Just other unique units. Okay.
Munsif's just busting his load now.
Logan's trying to push here.
Yeah,
Làm ngay.
Logan is sitting here.
I see that. So tradings and scenes. Actually, I can send camera. Oh, here's the coming out.
Yeah. There, sir. And he's using his hand cannoneers too. Alright, time to get the
Right.
skirmishers going.
Camel's on the way.
God dang it, he really pushed us back there.
Tail full.
What are you talking about?
Destroyed my
The
castle.
Only thing, the only thing is we lost your castle. That was it. You
Yeah.
didn't push us back anything.
Dân dân
You just
dân
lost your
full.
castle.
Well, I lost a
That's
few of my
different.
barracks too. God. I think some skirmishers can handle those elite Raton, right? Elite skirmishers should be able to take on his Raton archers, right? No, never mind. Those are yours. I'm panicking. What's going on here?
Hey, Sharky, maybe you can give us a hand here.
Alright, camel's on the way. Shit's camels.
Dạ vâng, mất rồi dân. Dân full.
Hopefully you have a shield.
Thank you, sir.
Dân full. Dân full.
Dạ bẩm, có dân
Sending
nữ.
champions in there.
Dân nữ xin làm ngay. Dân phu, dân phu.
Xin tiến lên. Tiểu nhân làm ngay. Có tiểu nhân tiến công. Xin tuân lệnh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm trying to rush on that.
Siege? Alright.
Someone drop a market here.
Có gì sai bảo?
Alright, I'll get a mark.
Dân mệnh. Dân nữ đã rõ.
Shit, I didn't even start working on gold.
Just for FYI, you guys
Xông lên. Tiểu nhân đã rõ.
have lunch. All three of you have units. Except
Push
for-
back their rush,
must
but
have-
I think they have a bunch of Kamyuks that are gonna cause some trouble.
Dân nữ đến ngay. Dân phu.
How's the economy's doing, guys?
Dân
I got
cư.
6,800 wood, 7,600 food.
900, 600, 800.
Damn, that's low.
Yep.
5,000,
I've been fighting
5,000,
at least
7,000.
two fronts
They're just trying to move up on us with this area right here. Slowly creeping up.
I'm counting on Carmel and Sharky to fortify this area.
I'm sending villagers in right now. Alright, I got my market up, guys. Where's your
Đều full. Đều full. Dân full. Dân full.
green attacking here? Looks like
Got control of my camel.
Shoaib.
Tiểu nhân làm ngay tuân lệnh. Tiểu nhân đã rõ. Tiểu nhân đã rõ. Tiến công.
I heard that. Wait.
Tái kiến điện hạ. Dân nữ đã ra.
Hold on,
Ra.
two trade cards going somewhere.
That's but yeah, I don't know why our trade carts are going through the war lines. That's really weird. Oh crap, we got Munsif attacking on the flank over here.
Yeah, I think
You got some steel out there, Turkey.
much gold for
Putting in some pancakes, yes.
Lordy lordy.
That just happened. Oh, that just happened.
What happened?
What is it?
Oh no. So if you look, there's a wall there too.
Oh, that's great.
Get the Russian.
Man, these Imperial skirmishers, dude, is I think what's saving the game with me Vikings right now. Oh crap! We got Shoaib attacking.
I see traps. He has a lot of traps.
Why the hell are my trade cards going out of their way? Oh. God. You got idle villagers here. Doesn't work.
Slowly coming back in.
Sharky needs help on his side.
Yeah, getting rushed by Inca.
Shoaib just got very lucky that he got Inca.
Có tiểu nhân.
Yeah, I'm helping you out as much as I can, Sharky. There's Dan, you're he too.
Roger.
They took out my family.
So watch your farms, folks. Alright, I don't know what the issue is with my...
Sharky, use your guys here.
Thảo dân đã rõ. Tung phu.
They took out your market.
Can't do much there.
Hey, Sharky, you can start rebuilding over here. I'm pushing it back.
Alright.
Tung ngò. Thảo dân xin làm ngay. Thảo dân đến ngay.
Okay, I've got my guys over there. I'm gonna help.
Shit, someone needs help. Connor, sir, here to protect someone's villagers right there.
Protect his villagers where? Okay.
Dân Thảo dân đã rõ.
One thing that's annoying against how perceptive and watches everything, and then he tells everybody else.
Yeah.
Crap.
Alright.
Yeah, he's going for my base too. But luckily I got a nice little force there.
Son of a bitch. There's another breach force.
Dân phu.
Dân phu.
shifting focus from my guys being wood to barracks
Thảo dân đến ngay. Thảo dân đến ngay.
Oh crap, they're going through the houses now.
Thảo dân xin làm ngay.
He's got slingers.
Alright, my man. No, it is.
Alright, yeah, I mean, they got blue attacking with them now, so sort of. We already reached the wall where the house was.
You guys need to hop over to the other channel.
Right.
Alright. GG, guys.
So I asked how Logan was feeling, and he's feeling pretty good. Yes, sir.
So I guess just from your guys' side, just real quick 5-minute walkthrough.
Tilmon.
Yeah, so from my point of view, basically I couldn't really focus on mid as much as I wanted to. So, because there was that huge conflict going up on the north side. And then I did build a little bit towards mid, but I just wasn't really focused on it. So that was kind of a little bit my bad for my team. But besides that, all I saw from the middle was towers, 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 and towers. I don't know why I saw towers. Which is probably part of the reasons why I didn't commit to it.
Towers, you mean from your side?
No.
No,
From
Munsif's line of towers instead of barracks. It was just bombard.
I was just like, why are there towers?
Right.
What?
Okay. So yeah, I mean, from our side, obviously not having your economy down was hurt Logan for sure. Running out of food was kind of an issue. Again, scouting was a big problem, and again, that was not something that was addressed. Thinking that the wall would fix it, when in fact the wall was not gonna fix it. And I called it out. And I called it out the moment the foundation went. When that wall went, I was like, hell no wall. And the guys never paid attention. Never paid attention. And then Munsif sends a couple of guys out there, and he comes right back and says everything's clear, as if like Fog of War doesn't get updated. Like, it's kind of weird. I mean, either you have view of the whole area and you know nothing's happening, or you don't. I mean, that's what it is. So either you've built there and you know what's going on, or you're not built there and you have no idea what's going on. And that's basically what happened, because you can't let like 30 elephants walk right past you and not know like what the hell's going on. And what I told them, there's no way I'm scouting it.
Well,
I wasn't going to scout it. Eventually, because your elephants came. Only once your elephants came, that's when I scouted. Otherwise, I wasn't going to scout at all. And these guys got tunneled in mid. I don't even know with like that many towers. I don't even know like what that was about. Like, okay, so you're not really pushing. You're just kind of like defensively trying to move up, and it's kind of like, you know, like it doesn't work. Like actually it doesn't work. Like if you're kind of doing it that way, because all it does, it stalls, right? So when you put like those towers and you stall, guess what? The other guy is gives them the time to build and hold on, because they know you're not gonna do crap. All you're doing is sitting around building towers, as opposed to pushing. So it's like weird. It's like the game could have ended so much sooner, but instead you guys are just like sitting around, twiddling your thumbs, making towers, not scouting, don't know what army they have there, no idea what Sharky was doing and what that purple blob was, no clue, just kind of building your crap. And then in the meantime, Salman's building an empire on the other side, some Kellys, and you have guys no idea.
Yeah, but I always notice, Salman, you never try to join. You always go in your corner, right in the corner, by the wood. I don't know why you like that area. And you just keep snaking. Yeah, that's. Sorry.
Talking about the incursion, the breach.
Yes.
Yeah, because I built a base. I had a town center and everything. Of course I'm gonna build on the wood. That's the thing, you had no idea. I had a full base there.
I'm in the mid. I can't hold left, right, and mid. And I'm supposed to go forward, not
left,
backward.
right, and mid. You needed to work with Shoaib. It was your two's job to figure out how you're gonna handle that. Let me put it this way. Did you see the map from Logan's side and my side?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, and the sword.
Yeah, it's
there is no incursion.
I don't
no
agree
one's
with
coming.
that. I don't agree with that. The idea is
you don't agree with what?
I don't like splitting like two. We're playing like 2 teams or 3 teams. Like I don't want you to be by Logan yourself, excluded from us.
Hey, listen. What
or
you
Logan,
don't know...
I'm talking about Logan. Why did Logan need to join us to help and push from
because
the mid?
Because Logan
as well.
Because Logan had a huge advantage and that whole area was a miss, so he took opportunity and he went there. And instead, what you guys were doing is you want just a one front attack, and that's never gonna work. So yes, when you're playing in a game where you don't have natural barriers and forcing everyone to go get funneled, where the map is completely open, you better be ready to fight multiple places and multiple times. And you know what?
That's true, but that's not what happened from that side. I mean,
no, but what I'm saying is
we are expected to do that, but from the other side, it's not happening.
What do you mean?
Everybody
what other
I mean,
side?
From Logan's side and your side, especially
Okay,
like
listen,
Logan's side should have joined us too.
I saved your butts below. If Salman went, you guys would be wiped. Your economies were done. You had no answers for the 30 or 40 elephants that he had. Your trade was going to get disrupted. And your mid-push, there is no mid-push. You'd be finished. So all I'm saying is, listen to someone with experience who's telling you about the game. And I'm telling you that you needed, between you and between you and Shoaib, you needed to cover that area that was black. I repeatedly called it, and it got ignored. That's what happened.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, what happened, Shoaib? Why didn't you at least do something?
He built a wall.
For the scouting?
Because he built the wall.
Yeah, because you were in this, right?
Yeah. I guess I kind of like focused more on the mid too. I mean, I know I had a few barracks there because Sharky came before Salman there a little bit with like a lot of camels and stuff.
Look, you guys pressed the advantage last game because some of you guys, like Shoaib, you were on the other previous team, and Logan did that on that side, right? Logan pushed from that side last time. Okay, so guess what? Munsif and Kamil's side, and it was between those two where that area needed to be scouted, and they never did. And you know what? I wasn't gonna stop it. And therefore Logan came in and you guys came in and made a push. Similarly, in this case, now you happen to be on the flip team on the other side, and the same thing happened. And here's the thing.
Be right back.
I called out, I communicated, and nothing really happened.
You did it, yeah, you called it out.
So you guys need to take ownership for that and say, what the heck? Like, why are we letting that whole side go
And that, and I think we need to also build either buildings or outposts on that area too.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yeah, you needed to do that exactly. Like that would have given you.
Yeah, 'cause I don't
Remember,
think we had any outposts either.
the fog of war
Yeah,
is
it's not-
only
it's not
temporary.
updated. Yeah, it's not updated.
Like once your scout walks by, it's like it's back to dark again, and you don't know what's going on. So that was kind of really critical to make sure that on that side, especially the flanking side. So for example, if somebody's mid up front, then Shoaib, on your side, your responsibility is to cover that side, you know, coming in from that wing.
And you guys, this is not the first time you've gone versus Salman. Come on.
And
you
Salman's
know
known
he's
for
coming.
shenanigans.
Yeah, he does that.
Salman and shenanigans are synonymous. You know that.
Yeah. You guys got lucky, man. Khurram completely stopped that because we couldn't stop Khurram knocking up our economy. So that absolutely impacted our ability to respond while you guys were pushing. But if Khurram hadn't helped curb that, you guys, your mid, whatever you guys were excited about in mid, we would have crushed it. And because you would have had nothing, you would have run out of money. You would have run out of economy quick at that point. So you know, at this point, you guys were having the thrill of the mid rush because Khurram was actually making sure that you guys didn't get crushed and your money kept coming through. So you guys continuously pump stuff out, and you know, because Khurram was ensured that continued to happen. So I do feel he's entitled to at least point that out, that you know, you guys were pressing the advantage only because of his good looking out. Actually, at that point, Salman actually pointed that out. He said the one thing that he felt annoying was Khurram was perceptive about his particular push, and that he calls out. He tells his team that. So that's actually something Salman said. So, you know, just letting you know.
What did Kamal say?
Kamal's not here. He already left. What you talking about? You know he gets up and walks away between matches.
No, I meant during the game. How was his communication?
So he's always good. Kamal's pretty decent. You know, he communicates. That's not usually. Not
I
an
mean,
issue.
I saw this game. Sharky, I guess, you know, had a much bigger presence than the previous game, which is good.
Sharky was killing it, man. Sharky, freaking awesome job, bro.
Yeah, that was
like you really had a great army. You had, you know, you were doing pretty good. You had great structures. Everything was pretty damn good. So kudos to you on that. That was kind of like well
but
done.
the Incas are freaking pretty nice too, man. I mean,
yeah.
they're
That
guys
was-
from
they're-
the guys
they're
from the
good.
castles come out like super fast, which have bonus against cavalry. Then their archery ranges have slingers, which have bonus against infantry.
And their camels have like really good reach.
Yeah, they're pretty decent.
They're giving my camels.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, the freaking castle units come out literally like 2-3 seconds, very fast.
Is Logan back?
Yeah, he said he was gonna come back in a bit. Hey Munsif,
Yeah, my
how did you
camels
like?
lost to alpacas.
Hey
Back.
Munsif, for your second game around, how do you like
Alpacas?
the being
Portuguese?
up front and playing?
Oh.
Well, not Portuguese.
I mean, okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm
has
expecting.
that sped you up? Has that
No.
sped you up?
I think I did pretty good in mid starting the game, but I
Yeah.
suffered in the mid of the game. I keep suffering because I
How so?
push in the beginning. I push in the beginning, expecting during after maybe 10-15 minutes I get some help, so I can recover all the
Mhm.
unit that I spent.
Uh-huh.
Because when I start like producing a good army in the beginning,
right?
Not focusing too much on my economy. But doing that, I'm expecting from my teammates too to help push a little bit, and that time when I see them helping, so I can go back to my economy and
So
make
did
it
you
grow.
get
And
enough
grow.
help from Shoaib?
But mid, I was helping you in mid, right?
I'm talking about this game. I'm talking in general. I'm talking in general, not only
in
this
this, in this game, remember I was calling out the market a few times because I knew that we would
Yeah.
get going.
So I mean, it's good to be in the front, but being in the front for a while, no. It has to make sense. I can't be in the front by myself and leave the economy because I suffer. Like now in this game, I suffered. I didn't have gold. I didn't do trade.
That I think Horn
Um,
told us this last game. Like if you're in the or anyone who's in the front, they can toward player that's all the way in the back and start building economy there too, right? Because you don't want to build farms and stuff in front like that.
No, no, no. That's what I always do. I always build in the back. What I have in the front, it's my army unit. Not,
And make sure there's a wall in front of it.
that's what I do with houses.
Anyway, the makeup of this in this game, the makeup was that Vietnamese could not have been allowed to come in mid. It just could not have allowed. Otherwise, you guys would get wrecked. You just guys would get wrecked because it wasn't the elephants that was the problem. It was those damn archers that would have been a huge problem.
That Viet Cong.
Those archers would have been a huge problem. And you're yeah.
That was part of the reason why I'm like, I hate all these skirmishers. These blue skirmishers know what's going on. That's
So is Logan back?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back.
Alright,
So
man.
who's left?
Chime in, bro. Chime in. Let Logan chime in, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's join the game first. You can chime in.
Oh, we did start a new one? My bad.
Yeah. Set it up. It's up.
So go ahead, Logan. Put in your two cents.
I didn't know how the Berbers worked, so I feel like I lucked out.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think you did better than lucking out there, buddy.
Well, I mean, my economy was going, but I feel like any other civ I would have done fine. I created enough trebuchets. That was cool.
From the stats, Logan took out 56 buildings and lost 1 building.
Damn.
Yeah.
Which one?
So, how did you like the teams, and how did you like the game, and is there any adjustments that need to be made? Or you guys felt like it was pretty okay?
Yeah,
I can certainly take a little bit more of a
game's up.
kind of role. Like, I can certainly take a step back in the role. Just want to get thoughts on that. So thoughts on that?
I mean, the biggest thing I feel like too is maybe communication. I'm thinking that we should have, I need help here, help there, and instead, like, there's a lot of assumptions going around. So it helped. I didn't even communicate, and you're already helping me with those skirmishers. That was huge when I was low on food.
Yeah. So generally, like, I mean, communication, yes, but between the three of you, for the most part. Yeah, and if you need to tell me something, if you need to, that's fine. But a lot of times you wouldn't even have to tell me anything. I'm already I'm already on it. Like, you didn't have to tell me to save your trebs. You don't have to really tell me to get the skirmishers there or the pikes there. Like, a lot of that I'll already do.
That should also just be awareness too. You saw me retreating with the trebuchets. Yeah, I left I think 2 or 3 out there, but I had my 8 that were back, way back.
Yep.
So.
Well, there's differences between a highly experienced player exercising awareness, man. But when you're not highly experienced, you need somebody to definitely, like, do call-outs and like I said, it sounded to me that even if Wunsif was felt that he'd prefer his teammates join up or say something, but he should say something. From what I'm understanding, nobody really said anything. There's just this assumption that he'll come back and join them in mid. And,
yeah, the
talking about it
needed to be better.
So you can't expect if you're not talking. So.
All right, new teams, niggas. Let's see.
So how you guys want to do it? So always think 3, like the trio versus trio, and I want to kind of like not do much. I don't want to do as much. Like, I'd rather help support mostly. I'd rather not always be going in and going crazy, like, not even crazy, but
that
doing
was kind of
something
my
bad.
objective last time. I'm like,
Yeah.
alright, Gamil, build siege. You know what this man builds?
I
Scorpions.
I saw it.
I'm like, what? I'm sorry.
He thought the elephants were on the other side.
So how do you guys want to do it? So I'll let the group decide what the trio is.
Why don't we have Salman and Logan I guess start picking players one by one.
Yeah, okay, but I come in the end.
Yeah.
I'm not like counted.
What if we? So last game, who did we have?
Munsif, Shoaib, myself, and you were on one side, and then it was the others.
The others.
Yeah, it's not easy for our resident white boy to remember these
That's
freaking
right.
funky names. It's like, what the what? What's your what?
Well, let's just. I think keep the teams as well. That don't keep the same. Just swap one player. I think it's either I should go over there or
What player you swapping?
just one per like just swap one person.
I mean, if you guys want, I can try swap. I can swap with Kamal.
Fassel.
Yeah, that's fine.
We can pass.
Yeah, I think me, Fassel, Salman, and Chark.
Okay, in that case, Furum will have to step it up.
Yeah, but then I have to do more.
Yeah.
Why? If it's Salman, okay.
What do you mean, why?
It was Salman.
What do you mean, why?
I've been trying to, whenever I play the guy in the back, I just sit back and support you guys. That's my goal. So that means it's on you guys to push. That's part of the reason why it stalled on the north for Donald. I'm like, I'm not going forward, buddy. I'll go forward when you go forward.
I'm thinking, so what would be a stronger trio? So if we have, who would be the top three? So it would be it would be Salman, Logan, it would be Fassel. Okay, so let's do give me Salman so I don't have to do anything in the beginning.
Why do you make your stables and go to work?
Well, no, not that I have to make my stables and go to work. Actually, I don't need anyone to kind of just single-handedly do a whole lot of damage, but the whole point is that I don't want to be the one doing anything really other than just basic support. And even the type of play I've been playing, it's still a bit more, it's like me doing more to even out like the game more, but I don't want to necessarily even go out like that early, because not everyone's, because here's the thing, Sharky, Munsif, and Kamil are not there. Like, the fall off is so big, so in order for them to even have a chance or a decent chance, it's kind of like we all have to kind of figure out like what my level of engagement is, so that other people can play. So I guess what I'm saying is, so if I got Salman, so if Fassel and Logan are together, I have Salman and give me Shoaib, and then
Probably Kamal, I guess.
no, that because I would have to do more. Give me like Sharky and then Kamil on your side. Then I'll be in the back. That way, your trio should have decent fight. Without me having to actually go too aggressive early.
Okay, so how are we doing this?
So it'll be Munsif, Sharky, myself, and Salman.
I got team 2. I got Gray.
Okay, Logan, are you going to be the guy who's going to support everybody, or do you want your own little front? Like, who's going to be on the mid? Is it strong or weak?
No, the upfront guy has to be the weakest guy so they can get better.
All right, that'll be me.
I thought he said it's who? You, Salman.
Hmm?
Me, Salman, you, and Sharky. That's what you said, right? First. I heard Munsif right now, so I guess who do you want?
So it's going to be me, Logan, Monsif, and
Kamil.
Yep.
Because I think like if I didn't do a whole lot, like there would be enough fighting between you guys to kind of like stabilize.
Yeah, so Khurram's not going to do the early rushes.
So I'm gonna kind of like chill. Hey, Saman.
I'll see it to believe it.
Saman, good luck, bro.
Well, that's Khurram's actually been that way for. You can ask these guys. Khurram rarely ever goes in.
You just
but,
did that to
like,
challenge me?
Not really. I mean, I didn't challenge. Not really.
This is a man who plays online competitively.
Okay, so yeah. Pick your teams. Pick your teams and ready to rock.
Blue is like the UN. You don't want them to come in and keep the peace, but you need it.
Let's go.
Ready to go.
All right, Joe, let's go eat some.
Guys, Munsif, your team.
Let's go munch some butts.
Alright.
Picking Sibs.
Wow.
Hey,
wow.
Man, that one game I got freaking Mayans, your game crashed. But freaking Kamil was God, so I was kind of happy. That's not too bad. Salman, I'm gonna be chilling on the side, okay?
Yeah, there is no chilling for you, bro. What the freak? Your ass better be working overtime.
Only excuse I'm gonna hear from you not coming mid is if you're going all out on your side, bro.
Yeah,
That's it.
There you go. Who's on my side? Hold on, I'm number 3. Let me check the map 1 second.
You be against Munsif.
Yeah, that may be an option then. You know how Munsif hates that.
Sharky, your
Alright,
economy, man.
Alright, you help Sharky out, I'll try Hitman.
Sharky, your economy, bro. That's your big thing. You gotta make sure you're doing it.
Oh, Mongols, that's freaking awesome. I'm gonna hit Munsif hard.
Britons.
Malay has the elephants, right? Right.
Memo.
Ori. Me'emar.
There's one thing I don't like about this spot. It is how far away the goal is.
Mikona.
That's annoying.
Memo.
Don't forget the scout guys.
Ori. Mikona. Memo.
Madanchi.
Sahi.
Nikonam Sahi.
You guys need to scout and figure it out.
Sahi. Mikona. Ori. Memo.
Me'emar. Ori. Me'emar.
Ori. Sahi. Memo.
Me'emar. Madanchi.
flank over here.
میکنم صحیح.
What's there?
Scout.
آری معمار 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 معمار
Make sure we build outposts.
آری آری صحیح 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 آری صحیح صحیح آری آری صحیح میکنم معمار
Come on, you'll take care of this guy. You're gonna you'll take care of all of this.
I hope I will.
I can do a little bit of that.
معدنچی معمار معمار معمار
Sharky, can you build like a hydrant over here for those scouts?
Yeah.
Let's build some outposts as well. I wouldn't.
And they are beginning to mass.
آماده
Alright, took care of Commonwealth scouts.
Good job.
معمار معمار معمار
You got this loner scout there. Take over this area.
Got rushing on the rushing on the mid. We've taken over those buildings that I tried to build.
I'll protect you. Let's go.
Move up, that's too slow. Move up here.
Shark, you can build now.
Alright, thanks.
Ori, Sahi, Ori, Sahi, Nikona, Ori, Sahi.
Why do you always put me in 2v1, bro?
معمار 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 معدنچی معمار
Being rushed by Eagle Warriors.
Our champions for the Eagle Warriors.
Talking about on this side.
They're gonna take out that town center.
I'm gonna go ahead and stuff, okay, Sharky?
آماده معمار
Yeah, people here.
Too cold. More.
Pressure on him so you guys can help him. They already have the trade up, by the way. They're trading already.
معمار
آماده. معدنچی
Come on, you alright?
Yeah, well, they're not attacking. But they got a lot of infantry on their side.
And you know, they have them a little bit. They're all up on this side.
Here, he's got all these trips. Come on.
آری معدنچی معمار آماده معمار
No, no, Shark.
Do you have any siege or anything?
Good castle with trend.
I have scores, some scores.
Just need buildings. Let me.
The paladins are just dying.
Nemo. Nemo.
Sharky, you got units here doing nothing. And we need to build on this side. You got a standing army doing nothing. What are you doing? Look at this shit's coming right here. See this? See this? You got the army sitting here doing nothing.
Nemo. 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 Nemo.
آری معمار سلام
Hey.
Send a piping that way. Send the champions that way. mind you. Are you still there? My champion's being head up on the
There's elephants coming from here.
You need pikes, man. Forget the sports, you're not gonna make it there in
Sharky, cover me in there.
My pikes are stuck between this cavalry
Neymar.
and the eagles.
Okay, I got him.
That's not many elephants. My pike would be torn apart at mid. Took my town center from the flanks.
Hey guys, I'm going to pancakes. Look here.
Move your trebs up. Your scarps are like too high up front.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out his trebs really quick. His trebs are unprotected.
Move.
Same trebuchet.
Okay, castle is gone.
Set your champions up. I think mid is caught on.
Just roll. Roll.
Here. Can you help a little bit?
Sharky. Sharky. Here, build them here. Build them here. You can't just keep producing from there and they're just dying.
Sahih. Me'emor.
Like the pikeman. More archers, more mega archers. Just get the pipe. More pipe. Come on, how are you doing? Where's the siege from Shoaib? Scored? I'm talking about taking buildings out. Fred.
Okay, moving to the right wing. Come on, check your farms.
Nemo.
We have to start discussing.
Sahih. Sahih. Nemo, Nemo, Nemo.
How do you like them pancake?
Nemo, Nemo.
Combos worth it, remember that.
Right.
Okay, Saman, take him out now. Take him out here. Hold on. Take out all the pikes. Move your archers up.
Oh, the lag.
Totally butthurt.
Holy shit.
Totally butthurt, dude.
Happy birthday, I got you pancakes.
Hey, at the end of the day, it was Sharky that handed it to you.
Yeah, no, not Shoaib.
Shoaib handed it to someone else.
Yeah, you guys had definitely multiple fronts there, so that was interesting.
So how did you guys feel about this one? Was it still too aggressive, or was it still too... How did you guys feel about that?
Oh, Sharky did really good this game.
It was good. I totally fucked up with buildings. I had my barracks in the total wrong spot, so the stream of units were basically crossing other units, and they were just too far away in order to counter what was thrown at me.
Ah, got it. So your barracks were just built in the wrong
Yeah, and when I
side.
finally tried to get them situated, they were too far back, and it was just, yeah, that's the problem.
How did you feel your early game was? Your early game was pretty okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you, what about Castle from your side? And or at least because you were supporting, right? So from your perspective, how did you see it pan out?
I think it was struggly pretty much throughout. So, you know,
Okay.
that was pretty much it. I was stretched thin. I felt there wasn't enough crossover between left and right. I mean, if you always looked at the mini map, you know, the bulk of Logan's military presence was in his original side. The bulk of Munz's military presence was pretty much on his side. What your team did is it was more or less, with the exception of maybe too much red on Logan's side. There was a very nice even distribution of Sharky and Shoaib on the mid side. So our mid side was always kind of weak. So you know, I would have to hear what you guys were doing, because mid was definitely a weak side for all of us on our side. So you guys could have ended it sooner if you just steamrolled mid.
Well, there were siege rams pushed up mid. And then all those paladins.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, again, I think from our side, pushing was a huge problem. I mean, Shoaib did not really know how to push and build the wrong units. He didn't scout enough to know what was coming at him. And then when the units did come, because... Who was purple?
That's me.
Yeah, dude, you had him on the ropes, bro.
Well,
You had Shoaib on the ropes. And he was just struggling to get the-
it wasn't by himself there. So
No,
Blue
no, no,
after-
no. I know, but my
Came a
point is,
little later to help, yeah.
Yeah.
but my point is that Shoaib had the right civ to do the right things, but ended up doing the wrong things, and he built the wrong stuff. So basically, the fact that you had like the way you built your army, where you had also archers and you also had like cavalry, and then you mixed it in with the pikes and whatnot. Like basically, once his instead of having like more pikes, he actually never really did have that many, and then he had more siege as in scorps, but then essentially he was using the scorps as almost like pikes. So essentially at one point he had no pikes, and his siege, once you got your horses in, his sparks were basically for the most part useless. And of course the cavalry does a number on the Magadan anyway. So basically your cavalry single-handedly killed what Shoaib really had, right? And so having a layered army is so critical, and not having that was like a pretty big deal. I think somewhere in between, resources were an issue as well. Shoaib ran out of gold, I think.
No, Salman.
Salman ran out of gold. I don't know, Shoaib, what you ran out of. Army? So there was that. And then I think generally it was alright, but I still had to do a lot of the like anecdotal pushing with Rams, because if I didn't do the Rams, I think the game would have just continued for so long. Whoever built buildings in the mid did a good job. So whoever was forward building did pretty good. I think Logan had like buildings there, and then I think who else had buildings there? I know some Purple put some buildings up too.
Yeah, I did.
But I know Purple was never going to build anything out of it.
So I mean, I have limit 200, so I can't build everywhere. So
I know, but like I said,
I was.
but like I said, I knew there was nothing going to be out of it, so I didn't have to really attack those buildings.
Yeah.
It was really Logan's buildings, because he had actually built like to help fortify. So that was actually pretty good. It did buy time, which was good. It's just that you guys needed to figure out like how to counter what Shoaib had, and I think what Salman had. I think you guys did a pretty good job too. I think at one point, who had the elephants that freaking overran?
That was me. I was trying to buy us time.
But you didn't continue with that, like,
because I had run out. I had run low on food, and I ran into that issue. But I had plenty of gold. But food was actually the issue. So then I started making like 10, 15 more farms. And then that's where it broke off after I pushed Salman back over.
So all I'm saying is that if you continued with the supporting Logan with the Ellies, like you guys certainly would have made a good push, like really good push.
That moment where I hit 0. God damn it! No, keep the Hellies coming.
So that was kind of like really important. It took Sharky a little bit to rev up a little bit in mid, so it's not like you didn't have time. It's just, again, like you needed to get that food going, especially if you know you're going to go with food. Like in your case, you were going to hit Ellie's. Man, you need a lot more farms, man. I mean, that was kind of like pretty important for you, like especially if you were going to be heavily reliant like that, and then just help Logan, because Logan would have cared. Logan was doing a good job actually protecting your Ellies. So, and Faisal kind of helped out too, which was even great. So my point is, like, you guys had the right mix. It's just that there weren't enough Ellies to help support the whole effort. So it kind of like, materialized into like nothing. And then it kind of made it hard to like, kind of do anything, and things kind of stalled. And here's the thing, I'll give you a tip. If things stall, you guys are doing pretty good. It's just whoever takes the next initiative wins. So you stalled Salman, really. I mean, he was kind of like on the back foot on that side. So my point is, and there was another thing you guys were able to do. You were able to make Salman just stick to that side. So Salman wasn't really anywhere else. So you guys still, again, you did a good job there, but then you guys needed to somehow figure out how to capitalize on it, and it all relied on making sure that Kamil could produce those Ellies. Like if Kamil switched, like you know where you attacked Salman one time there, if you made Ellies and you went Shoaib's way, he was done. With the armies that were coming his way, with Munsif, if you just help him with Ellies, and that was it. Like it would have been very difficult.
Logan made a comment. Maybe you can reply to his comment about what was it, Logan? That
I don't think we were attacking together. I think that was the problem.
No, but what was your observation? Yeah, what was your observation though? You said because something relating to if they're all 3 colors are attacking you, then somebody else should be able to.
Well, there should be a weak spot on the other team. Like, just think of if all 3 armies are attacking one spot, then there's got to be a hole somewhere. And I think we weren't taking advantage of it. But the other thing too is I think we were wave after wave. So if 3 armies were on that side, and one of us would attack with our army, and then we'd get rolled over, and then another wave would come. So you guys kind of weren't able to keep pushing, but at the same time we were kind of just throwing our army away. So we were just kind of like a meat shield, I guess, and dying. So instead of actually making a push. So
Yeah, so I think they're like the management of the pop and managing the army thing is important. So think about it this way, like part of the pressure is to keep to make sure that the pressure is so great that you can't attack a weak side. And if you do attack a weak side, you'll get rolled. So the point of the wave is to make sure that you don't. Now, listen, you can. It's not like you can't. All I'm saying is that when you do, you have to. It's like an opportunity cost. Like you're going to give up something, right? So the question is, what are you willing to give up, and what are you going to get in return? Like that's the decision you guys got to make. I think Munsif attacked a bit late. He could have attacked sooner, and I think mid was where Kamil could have like. Again, I think mid there wasn't a whole ton of focus. It was a Shari versus all. Shari kind of stepped up a bit. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't like Sharky was pushing and doing everything immediately, right? So there was significant amount of time where Kamil bought time, and then he never really took advantage of it because his economy mismanagement really hurt you guys. If he was able to just get his Ellie's up and get that meat shield pumping, and if he would have just helped Munsif, it's going to be very difficult for Shoaib kind of sort of to handle that. And Munsif had a pretty good sort of like army. It's just like, I don't know. I scouted Munsif a few times and it wasn't like he was attacking either. So it was like Shoaib and Munsif were kind of having an eye off. They were both looking at each other, but no one's really doing anything. From that perspective. So then it was like almost like a little bit of a fight between Sharky, Yellow, and Teal up front. Like, they were just kind of like, and Kamil just kind of queues up resources, queues up guys, and he just sends them over. And that's all he was doing. They were taking the long side. And I think to your point, Logan, his units were also coming from mid to your side. So they were just walking all the way across the mid line all the way to your side. So
yeah, now I remember the beginning of the game. Yeah, in the beginning of the game, I think what slowed me down. So I remember just pressuring, but then once the paladins started coming, I had the complete wrong counter to that, and then I'm trying to remember of the barracks were out of line, and then the paladins were just. I needed to get pikemen out, and then it was just too late. So.
Yeah, so that hurts. So somebody has to help support that, like, because the thing is, you can't switch immediately. Like, there's no way. Right. Somebody else has to come in behind you and be like, okay, I'm gonna help you with all the pikes, or I'm gonna get enough pikes to kind of come in and help out. So think about it where someone's
I was making an infantry ball basically. I had champions and
you guys had that champion Eagle Warrior combo, but
going
into it, I was Persian, so I'm like, I'm gonna be cavalry.
Right, sure.
So I knew I was going to
use those elephants.
So I was prepping for that the whole time. So I guess when I did that switch, you guys definitely weren't ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the support's like really useful. Like I had to kind of make a lot of pikes to help support Salman. Because at some point he was kind of left, his meat shield was kind of gone. He just had cavalry archers, but then you guys had all the units that, especially elephants, that kind of like, they don't care about the archers as much. So that's why that push sort of happened. But in the meantime, it's a support player. So to Logan, to your point, like somebody would be like seeing what the hell's going on with you and see that you have help, you need help, and then would be auto queuing like all those pikes and putting him ready. Not one by one, but send them in bunches. That's what would sort of happen.
Yeah, and to the lines of where the holes and stuff, where 3 armies, is that I feel like that's where the whole structures and buildings, like castles, towers, come into play. Is that you really have to. What I'm trying to say is that you really have to, like, you can defend with 1 army against like 2 possibly, because you have those buildings.
Right.
But it's. That's what I guess what I'm trying to say is that it'll be slower if like you have 1 army defending with buildings versus 2 armies, so there should have been a hole, and then if a 3rd army joins, I guess that's what you need to keep pushing. But still, I feel like a hole was clearly scouted in the middle too. I saw your buildings. I wanted to take Yeah, and then my team was telling me not to. Like I was moving my trebuchets over there, but then I pulled them back.
Good move.
Yeah, it was probably good.
That was a good move. You didn't want to do that because that would have triggered something in mid very strong.
Right.
So remember, you for the most part, what would happen is, so think about it this way: Sharky did not have as much of a presence at the time when the fights were going on, like especially even in the mid. So essentially, what would happen is like you guys would come in from the mid side, and then you would just kind of like, in that case, I'm still there. There's no one to support, so I'm defending. So it's like you would lose that army that you had. Now, what you did need to do was communicate with each other to kind of work on the layering of your armies. Like I felt like you guys were too sort of scattered and independent, and then when one of your units would die, then the other counters would come in, but then they would be too late, and then they would die, and then it rinse and repeat kind of thing, as opposed to saying, okay, I have my archers, I have my pikes, I have my like meat shield, I have my siege, you know, kind of like moving along in a certain layered approach, which was kind of missing. So I think like the more you guys communicate about that, the better you guys are going to be in a situation. And then the other thing is that when you do see a hole or you see some opportunity, it's not like you immediately take advantage of it, but you communicate with the teammates and get ready, meaning get the type of forces that you need to have there to give it the best shot. Like if you don't do that and you prematurely go in, it's like now you've alerted the other person and that opportunity goes away, and you may have lost an army because maybe they had like an advantage somewhere else. So I think you have a point. It's just that you have to communicate more with the teammates and figure out how you want to defend and then where you want to strategically attack, which would be kind of like useful. So I think broadly everyone did pretty good. I was really happy with what Munsif did though. Like what Munsif did was pretty sweet.
Yeah, I was looking at the
like
replay
that.
actually. I think that was pretty good. I mean, I think if you coordinated maybe a bit more with like timing your units to come, because I think a few times you send your huge amount of units by themselves to me or to us, right? And I guess Kamal, just one thing for you, because I've played with Ellie Civs before, you had like 40 farms, right? But the issue is you basically had 40 farms around one town center. So that shit is gonna take a long time for them to get back to the town center to collect food. So I would I would have multiple mills and multiple sub areas of farms around the map for elephants, right? And I would heavy go food and gold if that was my role. I wouldn't go too much wood.
By the way, was that something you guys discussed in terms of what the role was going to be, or not really? For Kana?
No, we never discussed rules. I think it was mostly just, you know what, just don't get steamrolled. That was the role. You know, just hold your front, you know, and let's just keep it together. I would have just liked it better if we just punctuated. We had there's adequate purple, there's adequate meat, you know, just somebody should be just everywhere. I still felt too far split apart, and so we could never leverage the benefit of, of the other party's pop limits. You know what I'm saying? So, again, I guess that's silo play. There's just really no way to get away from it. You know.
Did you guys feel that that it was much more of a? I took a role much passive.
Oh yeah, and I kept pointing that out. You know, even when we were getting frustrated, I would point that out. I'm like, yeah, but Blue's not here yet. Blue's not here yet.
And that charge of the
even if there's 3 colors, if Blue showed up, it would be GG straight up.
Well, did you like the Paladins though? That was for Logan's special. Yeah. That was the weekend special.
That's scary.
The reason I did that was because the composition you guys were building actually was going to take someone out. That's why. And I actually knew that. So here's the funny thing about that. Within the next 5 to 7 minutes, Salman was going to get rolled out of that based on the composition you were making. So essentially, I had to block it before it could even get there. So that's what happened there. And actually, the funny thing is that army that I built was actually on the other side of the map. So I kind of timed it, which by the time they would get there, it would be enough. So here's the funny thing. I needed you to make enough of the units that would counter Salman, which I knew my pallies would counter you, so that when my pallies would eventually get there, they would destroy whatever was there. You would run out of that pop, and Salman would still have his archers up. The key was that Salman needed to have his archers up by the end of everything. So so it was kind of just interesting. So this game is kind of like chess too. A lot of times, based on the units and production and buildings, a lot of times you can tell like who's going to build what, and in by X amount of time, what units and how many of the units will actually be there. Because if you had like 5 or 6 or 7 units there, it's like not even worth it for me to send units from that side across the map. Like I would probably build next to Salman there and build something from there. But the thing is, for us to make a push and make a win, I needed you to commit enough into a certain type of unit so that when I actually get there and we destroy that, there's no way to recover from it. Like, there's no way. Plus, I was not just looking at your buildings, I was looking at the buildings of your support player. And I was looking at what he was building. So once I saw what he had queued up, and then when I saw what you had queued up, I mean, these are just intricate things, I'm just saying. Like, so I knew what amount of army you would have by the time I would get there. Actually, when I sent that, even Salman was like, what? He just saw the Pallies, he himself got caught off guard. He's like, what the hell is this?
He's like, he's coming to help me? What?
Because actually, he got Salman got blinded too, because the army was never next to him. So he never knew that it was coming either. So anyway, so it's kind of fun sometimes to kind of do that, but sometimes it's just like, hey, you know, the game stalled, people aren't pushing, like what the hell. But a lot of times, sometimes I'll just let it be. Like in this case, I had to actually coach a little bit on Shoaib on, hey man, you need to build those trebs and go and make that push. And I needed to make a meat shield for him too, so that he could kind of see how that works and then create his own meat shield. Because once I created that meat shield one time or something, after that I kind of left Shoaib alone. Like I let him kind of figure out how he needs to create a meat shield to save himself. So never ever ever use Scorps as a meat shield. Just never do it. never do it. That's so important that you understand that. But for the most part, I thought everyone did pretty good though. I hope everyone had fun and.
Yeah, how about it, cheesesteak?
Yeah.
Have fun?
It went high to low again, man.
No, it wasn't so bad at the end. He got his win at least today. You know.
Okay. All right, but I hope everyone had fun with the battles and everything.
Yeah, I think today the games were, I think,
and fast too.
Yeah, they're fast too. Pretty good.
How did you guys feel about the trio, the 3v3? Was that still an effective 3, or would you guys have like maybe switched like Kamil?
No, it's fun.
No?
It was fun.
You guys felt it was okay? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys felt it was pretty balanced.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Awesome.
All right, guys, fellas, thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys next week.
Alright, guys.
Alright.
Cheers, guys.
All right.
Happy birthday.
Later.
Thanks,
Take it
bro.
Happy birthday, Kamil.
Happy birthday. All them pancakes.
Yep.
Sharky did you
Sharky
in
this
though.
time.
Sharky seriously did you in, bro.
That was me and Sharky. We said give it to Kamil.
Yeah.
Good job,
That's funny
boys.
because I think during the game I'm like, it's Kamil's birthday, and Sharky's like, yeah, give it to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, shit.